welcome back. Okay, I've got a really specific energy that's coming today, so please take what resonates. Okay, I'm reading for someone today whose ex didn't protect them, all right, and they didn't protect you, but there are also other people around you that also were toxic as well. Okay, there is some sort of issue around your ex standing by whilst people that you were both connected into made out that you were the toxic one. Okay, that you were the toxic one. All right, your person is getting some form of payback. They're going to be held accountable for this, but they just didn't protect you. And I'll even go as far as to say they encouraged it in some warped kind of way. Okay, I do feel this is quite a toxic energy today, so please don't make this fit if this isn't your reading. So I'm going to go into that a little bit closer, deeper, even closer. Yeah, people that were close to you. They were close to you. And they mistreated you as well. Okay? This has been a really, really difficult time for someone watching this video today. So let me go into this anyway. Thank you so much for watching and welcome back. If you'd like a reading, just click on the title of the video. Links are in the description box to the website, and check out the free relationship report. And thank you so much for all your support and all your comments. I do read all of them. Now specifically, if this is your energy, if this is your reading today, I send you all my love. Okay. Let's have a look. What was going on here, please? What was going on? Right. There's specifically a female, or someone who predominantly identifies as a female energy, who was a big problem. Okay? This person, friend, family, whoever it was. Now this person was spiteful. This isn't your ex, it's somebody else's energy. Okay, they tried to impose their values on you. They turned on you, even though I'm hearing they could see exactly what was going on. Now they are karmically entwined with your ex. Okay, and I'm going to go as far as to say that as difficult as this is, that you have dodged even more pain. Okay, I feel that your ex is still karmically entwined with this female energy. All right. They are shallow. They come across as possibly high achieving, jovial, socially adept, okay? But they are false. Everything is shallow. Everything with this female energy is all about keeping up appearances. They have little to no empathy, okay? Little to no empathy. But you told them things about your relationship because they were there and it was obvious to anyone else what was going on. And they sympathised with you, I'm hearing. They sympathised with you, okay? But then when it ended, and I feel that someone's ex today tried to make out they were crazy, okay, and even sided with other people that you'd known in your past that you didn't get on with. This person came at you with just some horrible, horrible stuff. Horrible stuff, okay? You have started to love you again, and if nothing else comes out of this, I want to tell you that you are whole and complete just the way you are, okay? There's nothing you could have done any differently, and leave them to their own mess, okay? Sometimes you just have to get the hell out of there, all right? You really do. This energy is very strong today. Just let them swirl in their own mess, I'm hearing. Okay, I know you've replayed the events over and over again. Absolutely, because this sort of situation will alter your brainwaves. It's a trauma bond. You start to think you're going mad because you've been gaslit, okay? If you're not sure or you want to know more, Google trauma bonds or stick it into, one of the AI things, because it will really explain it. And that sometimes is the first step, okay? Sometimes that's the first step, actually realising that you're not going mad, that you're not inadequate, that you were worthy all along, okay? That you were worthy all along. Anything else on this, please? I just saw the Magician in reverse. Somebody is very manipulative. Anything else? Yeah. You're going to get your mojo back, your motivation back, okay? I see for you the energy that's coming in over the course of the summer into the early autumn is you're going to start getting your spark back, okay? There are opportunities coming in for you, all right? And you're going to let go of the regret. Because the thing with this kind of energy is it changes the way your neurons fire, it changes what's stored in your mind. So you do tend to spend a lot of time replaying it, wondering if you'd said or done something. There's nothing different you could have done, okay? Nothing different that you could have done at all. Because bottom of the deck, Page of Swords, in a negative energy, it's reversed, is you were dealing with someone who was very, very hypocritical, very spiteful, and they use their words to hurt, or their silence, or the lack of their words, okay? Absolutely, totally and utterly unconcerned for the feelings of others. All right? Just absolutely, like they're a robot. Just no empathy. No empathy at all. And this really affected your nervous system. I feel at some point during this relationship you were either walking on eggshells or you just felt wired. You just felt wired with this person, all right? So many lies. So many lies. And you've had to... I feel this is the saddest thing when somebody does this to someone like you who's good, kind and compassionate. This is the hardest thing because they don't have that empathy. It's like they're soulless, okay? And you're left with all the triggers, okay? But you are going to get through this, all right? If you felt very stagnant, that is changing for you. That is changing for you. What's going on in this person, this ex's life at the moment? Okay, the Devil, that's nice. The Devil with the Ten of Cups in reverse. Toxic family. That's just really to clarify. The Devil and the Ten of Cups in reverse is, a family who could have had addictions that have come into play, mental health issues, ego, secrecy. I feel this female energy was very materialistic. Like I say, a lot of keeping up appearances, but so shallow. Would always help someone if it helped them, okay? But no, they're not happy. They're in this dysfunctional family, broken home, lack of security, stability. But just as a generality, they are still enmeshed in this energy. Okay? They're just still enmeshed in it. I'm going to have a quick look, because these people come back, you know. They come back and they hoover you back in, especially because the Ten of Cups has come up in reverse. I feel they've got themselves stuck there, but I'm going to just see Seven of Swords. I'm going to see if they're going to make any moves to try and advance warning. They will try and hoover you back up, you see. Are they going to? Knight of Wands, yeah, they will. But they haven't changed. Okay? They're still that person, that player energy. Yeah. This sort of person will hoover you back up, especially if they're in the energy of the Ten of Cups in the reverse. They could have gone into another relationship that's now become dysfunctional, or they're just completely bored with it and they don't feel they're getting all their needs and wishes met. Okay, so yeah. But this card quite often speaks of an ex who will come back in and then disappear again. Okay, and the bottom of the deck, we've got the love bombing card, the Knight of Cups. Not always, but within this it is. The Knight of Cups is in this reading is in the excess energy, so they will literally love bomb you. Okay, they'll tell you whatever you want to hear. They'll be dangling the carrot. You know, that's another thing with the Ten of Cups. Sometimes if the Ten of Cups is in excess, it can be a fake sort of painting the happy picture. You know, we'll have a new home, or we'll move here, or we'll do this, we'll do that, but you never quite get it, and it's to get you drawn back in. So I feel that's the message for you today, that whoever this is for, that this person is going to attempt to get you back in the net, because they are unhappy at the moment. Okay, they're unhappy at the moment. Anything else on this ex-person, please? Keep them blocked. That's your energy. You're the queens. Okay, keep them blocked. Focus on the new. Focus on the new. You've started, and it's going to grow this summer. You've started, you've planted some seeds. You've really started to learn about what happened here. If this is all new to you, if you're watching this and you've just come across this video, look into trauma, and this sounds like what happened to you, look into trauma bonds, okay, and love bombing, and it really is the starting point to start to unravel what happened. But you are going to start planting seeds. You're going to get some good news financially as well, something that you've been waiting for, something that you need, I'm hearing, to be able to move on and a new beginning. Yeah, you are going to get some news, all right? But yeah, just be the Queen of Swords. You know, what to do with the Queen of Swords means just block, ghost, turn your back on it, turn to stone, no contact. It's no contact, and focus on yourself. Focus on your own needs, your own space, your own home, your own income, things that really make you not emotionally happy, I'm hearing to say to you. Well, you want that as well, but what actually roots you? Because this person turns your world upside down. Even if you need to find somewhere to live, even if it doesn't matter where it is, just put some roots down where you can start to rebuild your sense of safety. So when you turn that key in the door, okay, whether it's an apartment, a house, a caravan, it doesn't matter. You go in and you can sit down and you feel safe. And you know nobody's going through your stuff, or there's not going to be a massive row, and you haven't got that female energy interfering, okay? Let's see what else is coming into your love life. What's coming in? Anything else? Yeah, there is somebody else who's going to come into your energy. Just a heads up, not the ex. Okay, it's somebody who's stable, but they will take their time because they know to get a commitment with you that you need space and you need time now. Okay, you need space and you need time. But they are going to be very, very passionate about you, and at some point, and I think it's going to be a little bit of a surprise actually, they are going to tell you how they feel. Soulmates, yeah, that's at the bottom of the deck, and that's soulmate. But you know, when you've been in this kind of relationship, sometimes when you meet somebody who takes it slow, doesn't love bomb, doesn't want to move in within 2 weeks, okay, all of those massive things that happen, it can seem a little bit boring, or you don't feel that it's exciting enough because your brain, like I say, the trauma bond has been trained to chase the highs and the lows of the dopamine. So when you're in like a narcissistic relationship or you're being gaslit, what they usually do is they'll give you enough just to keep you there. So they could like not speak to you for a week, and then all of a sudden they might turn up and say, hey, here's a bunch of flowers, I love you very much, just to keep you there. So your brain doesn't know what's going on. So eventually the brain starts to chase that chemical. Like it does with alcohol, it's the same sort of thing. And then the relationship can seem a bit boring, but that's what I mean, give yourself time. Give yourself time to recalibrate yourself and get yourself settled. Get yourself settled, okay, yeah. What you need at the moment is this, peace. Peace. Peace of mind. Peace of mind in your own space, all right? So I'm going to leave that with you. Look after yourself, put yourself first, okay? This person, someone's going to try and hoover someone back. Personally, that is a very strong message. Be that Queen of Swords. It's telling me to tell you that this person's energy hasn't changed. It's just because they're in a toxic devil, 10 of Cups reversed energy, okay? But the Knight of Wands, they'll come back and then they'll leave again, all right? Rebuild yourself. Rebuild yourself. Protect your peace. Your energy is your currency, okay? People think that we should just give away our time and energy willy-nilly. No. Just say no to lots of things. No. You know, sometimes you can have the time, but you don't have the energy or you don't want to do it. Just say no, okay? Start rebuilding yourself. Block by block by block, all right? And then I feel when you've gone back to who you are, which is a beautiful soul with endless possibilities, okay? Then this new stable, someone who wants a higher level of commitment will enter your energy, but you'll be ready for it. Okay, you will be ready for it. So I'll leave that with you. I love you all very much. Remember, you're on the pedestal, you're chosen, and you're the best. Okay, you are the best. You always have been, and you always will be. I promise you. Okay, love you all. Bye.